Good morning, social network of the world. This is my take on the movie called The Red One. I've heard a lot of bad things about this movie, how The Rock does this, Rock does that, and this and that. Granted, they may or may not be true. Until someone can take a picture of it or a video of Rock doing this stuff. Or I should say Dwayne The Rock Johnson, doing all this stuff about what he does, costing millions of dollars of production and everything else, then I don't believe it. But he may do it. I don't know. But I like how his own production did this, and I know it took them a year to process and everything. I don't know why that is, but I don't care. But I'm probably going to say this quote wrong. He said in one of the interviews that they had the most jacked Santa ever. And I don't remember the actor's name who played Santa. It's the guy from the Farmers commercials. Freaking great actor. I mean, he was jacked, but not as big as Dwayne. But, I mean, come on now. Me and my wife went to go see it last week. And we weren't the only one. There were like 20 other people in the theater. I mean, it's very different on the take of Christmas and Santa Claus and kind of like elves. In a way, they're like human size and not just human, not just short little people with pointy ears, which there were in the movie. But you had like penguins, you had polar bears, you had probably like giants, you had ogres, stuff like magical creatures. And they just put a twist on it like that, like FBI, CIA for Americans and all that. They had like an FBI sort of for the magical creatures. It's kind of cool. And everything else, it's about family, about love, but also about Christmas. And my take on their Christmas spin, 9 out of 10. Like they could have done a little bit better in certain parts, but 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 all day long. Maybe 9.5. But it's cool how they brought, like, you know how Frosty, this is, again, before I go into anything spoilers, if you've not seen it. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. But there's a scene where kind of Frosty the Snowman came to play, but not Frosty, right? An evil version of Frosty. It's kind of cool. A different way of going about for Krampus, of all that, and Santa Claus, Mrs. Claus, like they saw, like if the movie Fred Claus, if you ever saw that movie, like beginning, they had like the wooden cabin where it all started. They kind of had that in the movie, kind of like a shrine of, hey, this is where it all started, but now this is where we're at, 700,000 years later, blah, blah, blah. I'd recommend it. Not too bad of a movie. I'd go see it again. Have a good one.